Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Greenwald, the science teacher at Seymour Elementary, and this is my daughter Josie, and today we're going to show you how to do the blubber glove activity that you can find in packet 2. So I recommend that you have this sheet out in front of you so you know what to do, as well as look at the questions that you're going to have to answer at the end of this activity. Now, the activity requires lots of materials. It requires a bucket of ice water, 3 cups of Crisco or vegetable shortening, a bucket of warm water, actually a washcloth with warm water, and a couple of freezer bags that are quart sized. That's a lot of materials. So I'm going to show you how to do it this way, but then I'm going to show you an alternative and some paper towel. Yeah. But then I'm going to show you an alternative of how you can do it with way fewer materials so that you're not being as wasteful. You can still do the activity. You can still do the activity and you have lots of fun. So probably the trickiest part about the way to do it on the worksheet is it talks about the bags, and that's kind of confusing. So what it asks you to do is to put the 3 cups of shortening into the bag. So you put it in with your knife, you put it all the way into the bag, and then once this bag has the shortening in it, you're going to put it, you're going to put this bag into it, okay? So you have your hand in this one, you're going to put this bag into the other bag, and you're going to have, your hand will be clean because it's on the inside of this bag, but there's going to be a layer of blubber or Crisco on the outside of your hand, okay? I'm going to show you a little bit messier way to do it, but with much fewer materials, so you don't have to be as wasteful. Really, all you need is a couple of tablespoons of Crisco or vegetable shortening, a cup of ice water, a cup of warm water, and a few paper towels. We like to get messy around here, don't we? Mm-hmm. Because science is fun and science is messy. So yes. What we're going to do to start out, Josie, I'm going to have you put your finger, your first finger, into the cup of ice water and hold it in there for a few seconds. Put it right in there. Okay, how does that feel? Right. Okay, make sure to write down your observations and make sure that you kind of keep a mental note of how that felt. Of course, dry your hands off. Okay, so now we're going to apply the blubber, our Crisco. And what you're gonna do, I'll do it too. We're gonna really just kind of dig our hand in and get a good glop of this stuff on our hand, on our finger, just our fingertip. And then I'm gonna use my other fingers to pat it around so I have a nice thick coating of my Crisco or my blubber on my fingertip. Did you just get Crisco on my elbow?
Yes.
Whoops.
Oops. That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so now I have a nice thick coating. I'm going to help her. She's gone a little bit more modest. We want lots more in there. So dig your finger in. There you go. And really kind of pack it on around. Maybe not that much. About that much. You're going to really pack it on. Don't be afraid to get messy with this. Vegetable Crisco is not harmful. In fact, you use it in a lot of baked goods, cookies and things like that. So
I'll smush it around.
Okay, let's get a little bit more. So it is edible. However, I don't recommend eating it just because it has really no flavor other than grease. It tastes like unflavored butter, basically. It'll give you a greasy coating on your tongue. Okay, so wrap that around. And then the best way to get rid of the Crisco on your hands is to use a paper towel. Don't use water. In one of my previous activities, I had talked about water-phobic materials, and water-phobic means the material is afraid of water. So if you put oil and water together, they separate, they don't mix because oil is water-phobic. So just use a dry paper towel to wipe it off, and then you'll actually find that you have a nice little nice little soft manicure on your fingertips. So you got it on your fingertip, right? Yeah. Okay, dry your other hand again with a dry paper towel. And now Once you have your whole fingertip coated, what we're gonna do is stick it back in the ice water. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, Josie, I don't want you to give away what you feel, but I want you to think about it. I want you to observe and think about what you're feeling right now, okay? Students at home, I want you to do this as well. We don't want to give away any of the answers, but when you have your fingertip in the Crisco in the ice water, what do you feel, okay? The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our fingertip and we're going to put it in the warm water, okay? So this is warm. Josie's a little bit sensitive to warm, so I'm not going to make her feel it without, but you can put your hand on the outside of the glass. Put this hand. Do you feel how it's warm? Okay, stick your fingertip in there. Okay.
It feels like cold now.
Okay, so what I want you to do is to try both. Try cold, try warm. Think about your observations. Make sure to write them down because good scientists always observe and they write down their observations so that they can repeat it next time. They can learn from it. After you're done with your blubber fingertip, we're going to wipe it off with our paper towel. Get off most of it if we can. Get off most of it. And like I said, when you're done, it actually is just going to, you can just rub it into your finger. Don't use water. You're really going to make the problem worse. But I've actually found that once I put the Crisco on my finger and I rubbed it in, my cuticles have a nice soft feel to them. I've given myself a tiny little manicure. Okay, so that's the blubber glove activity. Once you do this, I encourage you to check out some of the other additional resources that we have, like the Magic School Bus in the Arctic video. That one's fantastic. It goes along with this idea of blubber. Or surprise your science teacher with a little bit of research. Do your own research on blubber and how that adaptation helps animals to survive in colder temperatures. And then share out on Google Classroom what you learned. So hope to hear from you soon.
Can we do another video?
Not right now. Hope to hear from you soon. I hope you have a lot of fun with this. This is a fun one. Stay safe and stay curious. Bye.